So here's my final synopsis of this matchup. I'm just looking at these teams, and it's funny because they're really similar. Both are spearheaded by very, very good RB1s, respectively Zeke for Mike's team and Todd Gurley for Parker's team. And just looking at those guys, it's going to be interesting. Who has the better game? And looking at both teams have solid receivers, but no complete studs. You know, one side you got Tyler Boyd, Kenny Galladay, Allen Robinson. The other side you got Amari Cooper, T.Y. Hilton, Jarvis Landry. It's going to be interesting what trio. One of those guys, out of those six, is going to have a huge game. I can just see it. That's just law of averages, and it's going to be interesting what trio has produces the most points, because the RB1s are going to get, close to 20, and the rest of it's going to play itself out. As far as weaknesses for each team, and I just see I'm worried for Parker's stress levels, because as a Lamar Miller owner in two separate stints, you never know where you get from that guy. I just look at Parker's team and I see Lamar Miller, and he's a Jekyll and Hyde, as I said before. He's had some huge games. That 97-yard run a couple weeks ago. If he has one of those, forget about it. I think Parker's going to win this game, but there's games where he's not featured that much. He can't get going. They give it to Alfred Blue. Sorry, I just looked. I talked about Dante Foreman. Previous video, he'll be inactive, so that's good news for Dynasty Guru. Means Lamar Miller won't get his carries taken by Foreman, but still, you never know what you get from Lamar Miller. Some games he looks like this explosive back that can do it all-purpose guy. In other games he looks just like another guy. And I actually took him in the second round of the startup draft, which is a huge mistake, by the way. So I know a lot about Lamar Miller and expectations of what to expect from him. If he can get his projection of 13, I think Parker should be thrilled. I think he's going to get around 10. I think that's what you can expect from him. If he gets that, I think that's a safe. But there's the off chance he gets 5 or under, because he has those games. And I think if he has that leaves a big gaping hole. Just is forced for, Gurley and Amari Cooper and T.Y. Hilton just to make up for it. Puts them top position. I'm looking at Mike's team, and like I mentioned before in my videos, it's deep. There's a lot of good players on this bench, and I'm just personally, I slotted in Kenny Galladay in his wide receiver 2 roles. You got Curtis Samuel. Maybe he sticks with Curtis Samuel. I don't know. I don't know where he's going here. He's also got Calvin Ridley on his bench. Maybe he goes Calvin Ridley over Allen Robinson, because like I was saying, Allen Robinson hasn't been great this year. So maybe he goes Ridley. But Ridley's been having rough past couple of games. He started off strong, but cooled off. And he's also got James White, who's a top-end running back statistically this year. But if you look at his usage rate, he's been really going down. Even his snap counts the past couple of games is going down. I don't know if you can trust James White. It's a big decision for Mike. I know he wants to start, and I think it's going to be frustrating if he sees one of those guys on his bench that doesn't play, just putting up 20-plus points, and the guy that he plays putting up none. But it's hard. It's hard to make these decisions. So I think he's got to be stressing right now. So just looking at these, I think the Mike's thing is you don't know who to play, because it's not a bad thing. He's got good players to decide from, but I'm just eyeing the flex spot. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Allen Robinson? I think that might be his weakness. It's tough as of right now. As I got it, Parker's projected for 116. Mike's projected for 113.6. So the line is 2.4 points. It's closer than last game. I think this is going to be a really close game. If I'm picking a side, I think I'm going Dynasty Guru, for the sole fact that I think Todd Gurley's going to lead him to the promised land. I think Zeke's going to have a good game too, but I just see Todd Gurley exploding for like a 35, 37-point game. I think that's going to be that summarizes his season. And I think Gurley's going to cap it off, and just because the Rams offense is frustrated. I think the Rams offense is going to trounce Philly at home. I think they're coming at home. Cold Chicago, they want nothing to do with that game. I think Gurley's got something to prove. He's going to prove to even his coach and his teammates. He's like, you guys, you need to give me the ball the last game. Well, he didn't get a lot of run. I think he's saying that should never happen again. I think Gurley's coming out with a vengeance. And I think Gurley's going to kill the Eagles in multiple ways. Receiving out of the backfield, running up with that zone read, that zone outside zone or whatever they run. I think he's gonna run past a lot of guys. I think you're gonna see a multiple touchdown day from Todd Gurley. And all in all, I think that'll be the difference. My projection for this game is gonna be 119 Parker, 116 Mike. I think it's gonna be a great game. I think this one can go either way, but that's my prediction. It's all about Gurley.